leg it straight to the bender.
What it do, Ski family? We're back with another one. Today we're gonna be reacting to Almighty J has zero respect for YBN Nahmir. Now, how you gonna do somebody that puts you on like that? You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect the hand that feeds you. Honestly, this little group being able to stay relevant as long as they did is a miracle, man. Hey, shouts out to that. Let's get right on into it.
To Nahmir with the quickness when it came down to the allegations that Nahmir made on Almighty J. And I think Almighty J came kind of greasy on Nahmir, I'm not going to lie. Now, this all started with, and I just talked about this yesterday, but we're going to get a little bit of a refresher for those of you that haven't caught up. So Almighty J was asked about YBN in a stream with Capaholics DDG. I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
What was the reason why I fell off?
Nahmir joined the gang. Nahmir
talk clear.
Nahmir moved to LA and joined the gang.
It's a weird clip. This give me like vibes like you in the interrogation room and they just throw you some food like, hey, let me get the details. Man, munch it. So, you know, he joined the gang and that was your homeboy back in the day. I don't get how folks go outside like this.
And it went from being a business to a gang banging fest. And I don't want to be around that.
So you scared of it?
I wasn't scared. I just not like, I don't want to be around gang bangers, but I like money.
So he talks about
Scared for sure because you damn sure ain't getting no money. So you lied. Them boys was better together, bro. Except for that Corday. He the only one that done slid and did his own thing correctly. But this guy, he should have stayed with Nahmir for real, for real.
oh, yo, he just cared about money and girls. He didn't want all the gang stuff. That's why he left YBN to do his own thing. That made sense to a lot of people. They're like, okay, that makes sense. But Nahmir replies and says, that's not all the way what was true. Like, YBN didn't turn into this whole gang banging thing, and that's not why you left. You left to Almighty J because you just cared about yourself or something like that. And he would allude, or not even allude, he would drop a crazy accusation on Almighty J. So I'm going to play you guys those two clips right now.
What he done
You
said?
went live and said you pop. You don't pop. You went live and said you whoop. You don't whoop. You went live and said know how you get down. Nobody know how you get down.
They don't.
What the fuck is you?
I made YBN for us. I didn't make YBN just for YBN Amir. But I fucked it up though. For hanging with gang members that was protecting you. Every time you got your face split open, who the fuck is you calling? Every time you getting stripped on Melrose, who the fuck is you calling?
Who's looking at it like that?
Like, act like YouTube disappeared. The same that is talking about, you can go type in the same that I'm talking about. What the?
I gotta side with him, bro. This man really brought you out to the little, you know what I'm saying, area. And he the reason you got the little clout that you got. And you sitting there trying to put him out when he really just want the best for you, bro.
Stupid.
Folks is weird, bro. Folks is weird, bro. It be your own people. Sad to see it.
What? All this and woo woo. No, my chain didn't get snatched in Compton. All that. That's some whole different shit with a whole different person that had a chain on that was YBN. That ain't nothing. It ain't happened to me. I with Compton. That shit ain't nothing. Bought some jewelry and got that up off a cuz, and it was like that. I had to get that back. What the? Come on now. And you know mostly everybody in it know I'm not lying. It be the motherfucker that never touch grass that know what's up for real. And y'all just on here popping it for no reason. Manny good. Manny is working right now. Manny own 3 construction shops. 3 construction companies. Manny is cool. Like, what the?
That's like the construction. I ain't gonna tell y'all what I do, but it's in that realm. We do just fine. Yes, sir.
Manny is out the way, taking care of everybody like as he should. Manny got enough money to buy me out my deal. YBN broke up because Nahmir was hanging around gangbangers. No. YBN broke up because you did some foul ass and almost got my mom killed. And I ain't say nothing about it on the internet until now.
Moms?
Jay got robbed because of me. Jay ain't never get robbed because of me. Jay put himself in the situation that he got put in. And I told Cuz, bro, this is not the game. This is real life. You in California, you moving around, you doing wrong. On my mama, I was 5 minutes from Melrose when got robbed. I'm like, don't go. I'm like, wait for me. I want to get ice cream and weird. Like, bro, what the? We don't only deal with it. Like, come on, bro. You feel me? That shit happened. He went to New York with some that he thought was going to hold his whole shit down. Got his face cut open. Them ain't do shit, ran on it. I would have never ran. I would have stayed right next to him and got my face cut open too.
Is this nigga serious?
Do y'all believe that? I think there's some cap in there. The man, what, like 5'8", $130? You shouldn't be gangbanging. You shouldn't be in any altercations, bro. Fact.
Oh, mamas. I would have got my face cut open too. Straight up. And don't even understand how loyal motherfucker really is. Like, I swear to God, like, don't even understand the loyalty that got towards. If I do something 100%, I'm doing it 100%. If I care about you, I care about you. If it's fake, then it's fake. If it's real, then it's real. On my mama, I ain't never put Jay in no situation. I ain't never in my life. You could ask this. I ain't never put this in no situation where he had to think about life. The only thing he thought about was leaving. Making sure he was okay.
So after this, everyone's wondering, like, whoa, if that's the accusation, like, how did Almighty Jay, what did you do to lead YBN Nahmir to say that you damn near got his mom killed? And what Almighty Jay would respond, and one of the stories that Nahmir gave was like, yo, Jay, you got, like, people pulled up on you in New York. He got sliced open. He got jumped another time, I think, and robbed. And Almighty Jay would respond. And I'm going to play you guys a couple of clips from this response, and we're going to go through it from Almighty Jay.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'll make this quick, gang. Bro spoke on your name. See, this is what I'm saying, y'all. Like, I ain't even supposed to be on here doing this, gang. You feel me? I'm finna drop an album in 2-3 days, Friday, gang.
Nobody's worried about that, bro. If you don't respond to this stuff already, shut up, bro. Stupid. Nobody listening to your album, bro. Stop trying to drop that thing into the beef so you can get some clicks, bro. Act like folks don't know what you doing, man. Come on now. I didn't even know this man was still making music. I thought he was streaming over there trying to eat off the clout, them Clover boys. Nobody looking out for your music. No hating stuff. Low-key some hating stuff, though.
You feel me? I ain't even supposed to be on here doing this, gang. I'm supposed to be promoting my album, gang. But this went on live. I'm finna start again, y'all. You went live and said, I'm finna start again, y'all. This went on TikTok. Like, y'all see I'm live on Instagram, right? Like, I'm live on the gram. Like, I don't want to send me gifts and no like that. You feel me? I don't want to think I'm trying to gift on.
So first off, the accusation about YBN Nahmir going on TikTok live to gift farm to make money doesn't hold up. If he wanted to do that, he would be consistently live streaming. He would be talking about YBN drama all the time. And this is the first time we've seen Nahmir come out in who knows how long. He would have also responded to the clip immediately after it started spreading, not once it got on all the blog pages. So the fact that Almighty Jay's trying to pretend like, nah, Nahmir's getting on there to collect some Skrilla off of you guys, that's why he went on TikTok live. He even said he doesn't have access to his IG. I'm pretty sure he would have gone on his IG live because his IG has way more reach than his TikTok live. So that's one thing we got to kick out the door. And Almighty Jay talking about like, man, I'm supposed to be promoting my music. Man, we didn't hear a word about Almighty Jay music. The last video that I talked about, I was like, yo, I remember Jay was kind of having he just went by Jay. He was kind of having like the little bit of comeback in music. People were messing with his new songs, and I haven't heard about any music since. He didn't talk about when he said, yo, I like girls, and he's like, I like girls and money. He didn't say I like girls, money, and music. He did not mention music whatsoever. So this was an opportunity that he took to capitalize on to promote new music that he's going to be dropping soon, which is good. Shout out to Almighty Jay for that. I think you're doing good on that part. But what we're not going to do is pretend like Nahmir just hopped on there to collect a couple of roses like he's doing some AI, like, what is it called? Miles Morales type of deal. So in the second clip, immediately he jumps to YBN Nahmir talking about like, oh, I never asked you to do some gangster stuff for me. I never thought about you like that.
This went live and said, well, you got your face cut. Them the same you was calling protection. Gang. I never picked up my phone and called you down one time and be like, hey, Nahmir, I need you to do some gangster for me. Come on, brother. I call less.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm never calling somebody that's like 5'8", $130 to do shit for me, homie. Hell no. So I can feel him on that. I can feel him on that, bro. You got to get that corrected, bro. Because, boy, if you call in little smurfs and stuff to come handle your business for you, boy, shit, you're looking rough.
If I call you, gang. And then you bringing that up. You bringing that up talking about some, yeah, this shit all on the internet. Y'all can go look it up. Y'all ain't never, it ain't nothing online about me getting robbed. You right. It's not online. You right, gang. You right. You absolutely right. It's not online.
That's not what Nahmir is saying. Nahmir is saying that he's so loyal that if he was there with you, he would have got cut up with you. And he's also saying that you called him. So you're saying that you didn't ask Nahmir for any gangster stuff, but you potentially called Nahmir. I don't even know who this Lester guy is, by the way. But you might have called Nahmir, who had the connections to the people that were going to keep you protected. So Nahmir would have been a crucial middleman in that type of scenario because he was making these connections. So for the gang to protect you guys, somebody's got to get in bed with them. Pause on that. So Nahmir getting in bed with them, you have to holler at Nahmir. Nahmir's like, yo, this is my guy. Make sure he's taken care of. And Nahmir handles whatever dealings he has with them. That way Jay never has to come over and whatever it is, cough up bread, be affiliated, represent the gang, whatever else that may be part of the deal. So really, if you have to hit somebody else to middleman it, that doesn't look bad on Nahmir whatsoever. Nobody in this situation is looking at Nahmir trying to be a gangster in that TikTok live that he did. Nobody said. Now, in the previous times, yeah, that was a different story. But we're talking about right now. And then he comes into the whole, oh, Nahmir, he never got like jumped or whatever. And he brings up a story that's kind of crazy. So I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
What happened in the studio in DC like 4 months ago when you was in DC?
That's so foul, bro. This man put you on. Did you forget that? Are you really trying to tear this man down? He already down bad, bro. I ain't gonna lie. When the last time you heard about this man, YBN Nahmir? Never. You trying to cut this man down more? Come on, bro. He just trying to get out of third place. Because it's like Corday, YBN, Nahmir, Almighty J. He just trying to get that silver medal. That's all it is, bro. It's still weird business, bro. Come on, man. This your homie. This was your homie. Come on, man.
What happened in that studio? What happened in that studio 4 months ago when you was in DC? Huh? You forgot what happened in the studio when you was in DC? Then you get pistol whipped and stripped in the studio for all your J when you ain't got no chains? I'm tweaking. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I put this on my mama life, man. Then you get pistol whipped in the studio and stripped for all your J in the studio. That's when you ain't got no chains, man. Huh? Didn't you? Or you forgot? Or I need to go live with them. Do I need to go live with that pistol whipped you and stripped you for all your jewelry in the studio in DC like 4 months ago? Do I need to add them to the live or something? Because I'm lying. Now go back live on TikTok and tell me I'm lying. Go live on TikTok and I want you to put this on your mama life that you ain't get pistol whipped in the studio and stripped for all your jewelry. Go live. I dare you to go live and swear to God that I'm lying.
Man, really in his feelings, bro. That the man put you out for getting your face sliced up, bro. Like, you don't look any better. You know what I'm saying? You still got your face sliced up. You just put your homie out. Okay. Thanks for the information. FaceTime.
Please. Go live and say and swear to God I'm lying. Cause I'm trying to. You bringing up that happened in 2019 again. I was 20, moving like a goofy. I'm talking about 2025. Like 4 months ago. Is I'm lying? You ain't just get pistol whipped and stripped in the studio in DC gang?
Crazy. It is kind of crazy though.
Oh, all right. All right, y'all. I just had to make sure. I just had to make sure I wasn't tripping.
Now we got to break this down. We're not going to break this down like a kilo. We're going to break this down like a Lego demolition site. So we're not just throwing like came in like a wrecking ball, Miley Cyrus. We're not blasting through the thing. We're taking it piece by piece. We're wrecking it like a Lego set. So first off, the first thing that Almighty J hops on is, oh yeah, there's nothing of you on video, but what happened like a couple of months ago? Dog, are we serious right now? The reason why YBN Nahmir brought up what happened with Almighty J is because he was hurt. He was hurt and he feels like, and you guys remember the infamous tweet, man, they left this YBN stuff in the gutter. Don't worry, I'm gonna run it up though. This was shortly before Soul Train. And yes, we all laughed at Soul Train. It deserved laughing at. But YBN Nahmir, he was hurt by that. And if YBN didn't put these guys on, who knows how far he could have gone if he was just focused on himself. We don't know. We can't go back in history. But why YBN Nahmir is referencing with what Almighty J, what happened to Almighty J, which we all know happened. This is all part of Almighty J's history. Nobody really clowns him about it. We don't clown him about it for that happening to him. It's like, yo, it's unfortunate that happened to you. Nahmir is saying you were with people that weren't going to hold you down like I would have held you down. I would have been there. We would have been in the hospital together, cast up, both of us. So what YBN Nahmir is saying is like, yo, I had to make some moves to make sure that we stayed protected and that didn't happen to you again. What Jay is doing is the opposite. You already left YBN Nahmir, and now you're trying to bring up a situation that none of us knew about happened to Nahmir, and him getting an embarrassing moment that happened to him, and you're trying to be like, yo, should I get those guys on the phone? So now you're down to get on the phone with the ops of the man that helped put you on and that you were homies with? That's grimy.
Weirdo.
Listen, I don't know everything that happened behind the scenes. We don't know everything that happened behind the scenes. But you could see the intention between YBN Nahmir, only spoken because YBN got spoken about, and Almighty J bringing up a situation to public light that was going to harm YBN Nahmir's image, which is him getting, I mean, like the way that he said, he's like, man, I should go live with them that stripped you and robbed you for your chains. Are you going to pretend like that didn't happen? And the thing is, if that happened, none of us care. I don't care that YBN Nahmir got robbed. Nope. I don't care. I don't look at YBN Nahmir as like this big bad gangster. Like, yeah, he may be affiliated, he may be tapped in, and you know, that's just the nature of the game. Some people get robbed, some people don't. It is what it is. Like, I look at YBN Nahmir as an entertainer, as a rapper who dropped good music at a point in time, who was a selfless guy when he got into this game as a teenager, trying to help put people on, likely through the inspiration he got from a Chief Keef, seeing him put his people on, and he was definitely inspired by 2012 Chicago drill. So for Almighty J to come back at him like this, it's like, damn, dog. Like, was that ever your man's? I don't care what type of breakup you had. Nahmir exposed nothing new about Almighty J. This was all public. Almighty J is exposing new information that none of us heard about before. And now this is going to come to light. Hopefully not. I hope these guys stay irrelevant, because clearly, and also, isn't this kind of dry snitching? What's going on here? Because we don't know who these guys are. So is he going to hop on with some people that's, you know, and this is where he's talking about, oh, yo, I like girls and money. You're getting involved with people that robbed Nahmir, allegedly robbed Nahmir, and pistol whipped him. That doesn't sound like girls and money to me. And then we also got to address the fact that Almighty J completely deflected from the accusation, which YBN Nahmir.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, bruh, I'm sitting here waiting for, like, how did you almost get this man mama killed? Instead of speaking on this man mama situation that he brought up, the man that tried to embarrass him. He definitely did some foul stuff, and that's a big deflection, bruh. Come on, man.
Said, yo, are you going to talk about how like a rift between us started because you almost got my mama killed? That's what I want to hear about. I don't want to hear about YBN Nahmir getting robbed. I don't care. I don't care if his chains got took. I don't care if he got stripped and had to walk home in his Supreme underwear. I don't care about any of that. All I care, or in his Supreme Crip underwear. I don't care about any of that. I care about what happened, or what situation was it that YBN Nahmir's mom's life was threatened. What were you getting up to? And that's what we really care about. He's trying to deflect by taking this drama angle and trying to throw Nahmir's name under the bus. Nahmir's been through it all. Like, Nahmir has suffered more pain, maybe not physical, considering Almighty J, dude, at the age that he went through, going through some violence like that, that's brutal. And I salute to Almighty J for coming out of that and still having like a positive mindset. But when it comes to like an emotional toll, online embarrassment, things of that nature, Nahmir has suffered way more than Almighty J when it comes to that. And for Almighty J to respond like this, I feel like secondhand hurt for Nahmir in the way that this was brought to light. And I don't think anybody's going to clown Nahmir for this, because Nahmir didn't come at you from an aggressive, trying to make fun of you, bring you down type of nature. He just came at you like, yo, this is what happened, and you guys are not going to make it seem like YBN Nahmir, was the reason that this fell because of my gang affiliations. That was not what happened. And I think it's fair.
That's gonna do it for today's vid, man. Hey, choose your friends wise, boy, because you never know how much you're gonna help somebody and what they gonna give you in return, man. Because that's foul. That's real foul, man. Man almost got his mother killed, bro. And all he got to say is, you remember that time you got robbed? Because I do. And now everybody else does. This is wild, bro. This is real wild. But let me hear y'all thoughts in the comment section down below. Like, comment, subscribe, binge the rest of the channel. And they may be rich, but we richer. Till next time.